Hi guys, a really good war just ended, and just going to show you a few replays. Number one is from our leader who absolutely nailed his Go Lava. I'm going to show you that. You know, like most raids, it wasn't the most perfect in the world, but he definitely got it done. He's been practicing this really hard, and you know, eventually he's going to have it mastered completely, and going to be able to just completely own bases. But this is a Town Hall 9 versus Town Hall 9 Go Lava. So we're going to watch Deuce do his work on it. As you can see, he's breaking into that big bottom compartment. He's going after the air defense and just knock a big hole in it as much as he can. So he's doing pretty good. He's got now the clan castle's bailed out on him, but eventually he's going to take that air defense on down right about there. And then he's going to go ahead and proceed with his lava section of it here in just a second. And here he comes from the southwest corner, and they start dragging up all the air bombs and air mines, and here comes his balloons. I thought he did really good on this particular section right here. He just really obliterated that whole corner very nicely. And knowing Deuce, I'm sure he would have wished the entire raid would have been as flawless as that first 44%, but as we know, raids aren't, so he had to hustle and finish it up, and it ended up being quite a nail biter at the end. But that's how Deuce likes to do it. You know, he doesn't like the easy ones. He likes making it fun. So here comes the rest of his balloons, and as you can see, his lavas are finally getting blown up. There goes one. The other one's still on the air defense, and luckily his balloons got there just in time, and they started finishing up, and boom, there goes the air defense. So now he's got a lot of cleanup. He's got one Tesla, one cannon. He's got a lot of cleanup, not a whole lot of time. He ran this one all the way down to the last few seconds, but he's still got a lot of troops going, so he's in pretty good shape. So we're just going to let this one run its course, and by now in the fight, Deuce was probably broke out in a hard sweat, but we were all certainly cheering for him because, A, we needed these stars. We were behind in this war, which we did win, so we really needed a couple good fights, and so that's why I'm showing you his to begin with, and we're going to go ahead and speed it up. He's got a hound still alive, as you see. He's got plenty of pups. He's still got balloons. He's still got a golem. Still got his witch. So he's looking pretty good. And here they come around the corner. I'm gonna finish it up. And that's a nice one for Deuce. All right, our next one we're gonna show. This is from Mr. Clayton. We needed this out of Clayton because we were still down, and we really needed a couple stars, and you know, this is a really nice base. So Clayton elected to go at it from the just over the air sweeper. So he's going to drag everything out, and he does a good job of slaughtering all those folks and taking them over the corner and putting them behind the woodshed. So he's getting ready to take those guys out, and then he's going to basically come in right over the air sweeper. And he did a very good job of getting all his troops wedged in there, and a nice job of clearing out. So hats off to him for a really nice raid. Especially, it was a very clutch raid. We were down to about the last 3 minutes in the war when Clayton did this, and basically the war more or less boiled down to a clean win coming off of him getting 2 stars here. And as you can see, he's getting everything going in the middle. He went with 4 golems, just have that extra tanking. He's starting to clear a little bit on the outsides now, and here they go. It's a race to the middle. He gets everything on the inside. He starts freezing some stuff, and he just lets his troops do some work, and they did a great job. They way too much heavy tanking in there for them to take everything out. The king just swatted the town hall and knocked it completely out. Hats off for them. His golems are just doing fantastic. As you can see, he's already got the 1 star. The 2-star is well on its way. And he did get hung up just a little bit there in the center, but that's okay. He's already got 52%. We're going to go ahead and speed it up. And hats off to Clayton. I've got to say, that was a huge 2-star for us. We really needed that. And I'm going to save the last fight for last, and that's actually defense. It's where their #1 player attacked well down to hit one of our players, and we'll show you how Clash of Clans, how life can be. So here it is, the last one. So #1 fighting #6. It's a Town Hall 10 versus a Town Hall 9. Alright, so this one is pretty unique in that Clayton has his base is really spread out, or Rhino is really spread out, which can be a handful of a base. So he's drawing out the clan castle with some hogs. Alright, just keep an eye on up there at the top. He gets everything drawn out just like he was really expecting to. And he's going to take him over to the right hand side. And I'm guessing what he forgot was, with these spread out buildings and stuff like this, if you start dropping attacking troops and they're closer to the building than they are the troops, they're going to keep attacking the building until the defend CC gets close enough. So this guy just spent a huge amount of time trying to kill the CC, and as you can see the clock, he's already wasted 30 seconds. He's still getting his hind end kicked by the clan castle. The witch is just wearing him out. His wizards are killing him. They're going back and forth. You know, we're down to almost a whole minute gone in the fight, and this guy's got a ground attack, so it's going to be nice and slow. As you can see, Rhino's clan castle is still just thumping away. He's going to drop a giant here in a second, which I don't know what that was, but... And then once they kill that, here comes a surprise. Here comes his king, and you know he didn't want to drop his king right there. He wanted to send the king in the middle. So, okay, the battle's about to start now. The king is all the way to the outside. This guy was probably sweating bullets. He's down to a minute and a half. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? So he goes on with his attack. Pretty traditional ground attack right there with some good troops. He gets inside the walls pretty decently. The king is still outside, goofing off, window shopping. He's heading towards the middle, and then it starts going south on him. All of a sudden, his P.E.K.K.A.s go left, his golems go right. Everybody's going on a shopping spree. So I figured they were watching the king, so the king did it, so why not us too? The queen, she's jealous. She wants to go shopping with the king, so she's going to head off to the right. And everybody forgets about the town hall. And meanwhile, there's 54 seconds left. He's probably getting a little bit frantic. I know I would. The queen, she starts hitting the clan castle, which is great. She takes it out, and then she decides she needs to go over to the Crew store, or the Gap, and go get her some underwear, so she heads off to the right. Basically, that sealed the deal there. The P.E.K.K.A.s keep going around to the left. The queen went to the right. And this one is heading downhill in a hurry. He's getting a lot of percent, but we know that percent doesn't mean squat unless you get the old town hall. His queen's taking a lot of damage now along with the golems. The P.E.K.K.A.s are getting slowly whittled down. He has 10 seconds left, so this one is going to end with a big 1-star. So hats off to Rhino for a really nice job defending. That really sealed the deal on the war. Okay, the last thing I'm going to show you is my first raid of today. It is going to be a $1 million raid. So this was the first base that I found when I logged in. Obviously I can't resist that. So I went ahead. Didn't have really quite the army that I usually wanted. I usually don't carry minions for a ground attack. Didn't have full spells, but you know, sometimes you just got to pull the trigger. So as you can see, all his collectors are full, plus his storages are really full. So this he's got a lot of loot, and I'm going to take a lot of it home with me. Basically, it's just a modified barge with some giants thrown in. Once the giants start getting whittled down a little bit. I'm going to send the king and queen in to get as much as they can. And it ended up being a really nice raid. And, you know, certainly having that much, getting this much loot is not hurting it at all. Still got some expo upgrades to do to get a max, so that's going to help me get there, at least on one of them, to start the upgrade tonight. So definitely appreciate that. As you can see, I've got him down to really just what's in the holding bins. So I'm going to go ahead and bring the heroes in once I get the outside ones cleared off, and here they come. And I'm just going to let them do what they do best. And yes, with 350,000 loot still on the board, I'm going to set the clan castle loose too. The guys in my clan, they don't care. As long as we get loot, they don't care. So as you can see, everything's going right where I want it to go. I've got stuff taking out gold storages. I've got things heading towards the middle. They're taking out more storages. They're about to break in the middle and get those 3 storages. So everything is just looking really good, and I can't complain, and really it's on cruise control. I'm just waiting to hit the iron shield and the cloak on the queen whenever that's ready, and just let it roll through and get all the loot it can. So my queen was getting jacked up pretty good by the expo, and then luckily she got finished with some stuff. She shot the king, she did this, she ran around, and they finally got the last little bit of loot. So that one is as good as over. So you'll see the final score. So with the bonus, it looks like it's going to be 950 plus 130. So there we go. All right, you guys have a great evening. That was a great war win. Thank you, Rhino, for securing it at the end.